Now, live from Studio 550, this is The McGraw Show on KTRS.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun.
That from the Glee soundtrack, that Blaine from Glee, a.k.a. Darren Criss, who joins us now. Darren Criss, welcome to the Big 550 KTRS here in St. Louis.
Well, what a pleasure to be there, man. I haven't been in St. Louis for a few years, and every time I've been, or the last time I went, is always a good time. So I'm very happy to be on the show.
Well, thank you very much. You just announced an 18-city music tour, which we'll get to, but total bummer. You're kind of small time in St. Louis. You're not on the list.
Listen, not happy about that. I will tell you. I wasn't kidding when I said that I had many good times in St. Louis. I went to school in Michigan. I went to college in Michigan. I would take the train down to St. Louis to go see my friends at the Muni, at the musical theater, sort of outdoor.
Sure.
It's like I forget how many it is. It's like thousands and thousands of seats. It's a huge outdoor theater. So I'm sorry I won't be making it. It's actually a 16-city tour. But if it was 18, I'm sure one of those 2 extra dates would be in St. Louis. But unfortunately, I guess the routing just missed St. Louis, unfortunately. So
well, you're
look forward to, I guess, next time.
You are going to be in Chicago, so we can certainly make the trek up to Chicago June 8th. I will say this, though, Darren. Darren Criss at the Muni for a concert could be a blast.
Oh, man, I don't know if I'm at that level. I would have to really step up my game a little bit. This is much more of a mid-sized venue kind of rock tour. This is maybe one day, man, but I'll leave the Muni to have their awesome musical theater productions. I wouldn't want to small-time them with little old me.
Fair enough.
But maybe. Yeah, never say never. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited, man. I mean, tickets go on sale tomorrow morning, and I am, it's called the Listen Up Tour because it's sort of a chance for me to connect with a lot of people that have been supporting me over the years, even before Glee or after Glee, or whichever way they come to find me. It's a chance to play a lot of new music that I've been working on for the past 26 years, I guess.
Well, we should say that I mean you're kind of huge because of Glee, but before Glee, currently you're a singer, songwriter, composer as well. So you have your own songs.
That's right. I mean, I started before Glee. I started mostly as a musician, and I was a composer in a company called Star Kid, which is actually located in Chicago. So anybody who's interested in that can look forward to hearing some Star Kid tunes, which is the name of the theater company that I'm in. So the songs are going to vary. It's some new stuff from me, some old stuff from an old EP that I released back in 2009. So it's kind of run the gamut. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of my music, and I don't know. It's just going to be a big music party. Hopefully everyone can dig it as much as I do. But it's mainly a chance to play new music for those who really want to hear it, because I'm doing so much work in the studio where you're separated from those people, and there's no sort of real intimacy or real connection, real-time connection at least. So it's a great stomping ground for me. Really.
Tickets go on sale. Ticketmaster, check Ticketmaster.com for venues as well as listings and all that. Darren, I'm proud to say this to you, but my friends make fun of me. I'm a 46-year-old straight single man, and I'm a Gleek, and I'm proud of it.
I was told this before I got on the phone, and I got to say, we wrapped on Wednesday night, and it was getting pretty late. It was like 3 a.m, and someone found a box of Glee trivia. I guess it somehow made its way to set, and we were going through this tome of questions, and we're like, we don't know the answer to any of these, and we work on the damn show. I can't help but feel that if you were there, you probably would have slayed it. There were some questions that I just had no clue how to answer. I wish I could remember one of them. It was like, what shirt was so-and-so wearing when they auditioned for this? And I was just like, man, I'm sure there's somebody in St. Louis that could answer this.
Well, I'll tell you, it's such, I mean, the music's great, the music's fun, but the message, if you're a kid in high school today, the message basically is you're okay to be in your own skin, and that message is so important today.
Yeah, I mean, I think television has always done or tried to do a pretty good job at that anyway, kind of your typical, Saturday morning cartoon, PSA, if it's okay to be yourself, but not on the level, and I think accessibility level that Glee has accomplished. We have the biggest ace up our sleeve is the music thing.
Right.
So, people tune in for the music, and then halfway along the way they get this really great sort of, positive reinforcement about a whole lot of other stuff. And I don't really look at it as sort of an agenda. It's just basically kind of part and parcel with the, feeling of music and collaboration and the performing arts, which is sort of a very inclusive, familial thing inherently. So, it's a pretty great, shift to be on. It's a great thing to be a part of. And I'm glad that a 46-year-old straight man in St. Louis can dig on that just as much as a teenager anywhere else, hopefully in the world. So,
all right, that's enough. I'm gonna get criticized enough for this interview.
Hey, you brought it up.
That's true. Fair enough. I have to ask you, Darren, the episode a few weeks ago with the school lockdown. What was the reaction you received after that show aired?
Honestly, I haven't even really investigated it. Maybe out of fear, maybe out of the fact that we've been so busy and I haven't even gotten the time to really, look into it. I can't really speak on behalf of the viewership, but I can say that as a cast and as the production team looking at this, you get this script and you go, what? Oh, my God, this is intense. And we were all really worried sick about how the hell are we going to pull this off? This is really, really intense on a subject level, on a personal level. This is a show, this is a comedy, for God's sake. And it took a real screeching left turn out of left field. So I'm happy to say that I think from our end, when we saw the episode, I think we pulled it off to the best of our ability, and I thought it was real earnest. I hope that people who watched it felt the same way. I mean, it's a difficult, subject to breach. So I think they made it really, really good about, the theme of the episode was, like treating every moment like it's your last, and really highlighting, the friendship that the kids have, and how precious life is, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm finding a loss for words, frankly, because I'm still reeling from it. I watched it on TV, being like, oh my God. So I don't know. I hope people have responded okay to it, because it was a bit jarring.
It was jarring. It was jarring. It was riveting. It was, but you know what? I believe art should actually make you think, and not all art is good, if you know what I mean. There's some art that sort of makes you scared, in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think I say this about a lot of things, because I'm a big theater and movie and all that stuff, goer. And I think this is from my memoirs one day. Feel free to quote me, world, but I'm keeping a monopoly on this one. But I believe that the victory is in the discussion. I think that even if like or hate something, if you're talking about it and it's getting you thinking about stuff, that's a lot better than anything else. I think Sammy Davis had a great quote that if they're not talking about it, then they don't give a
right, yeah,
bleep. Which is true. It's really kind of getting the wheels turning, and that's more positive than getting the wheels to stop. So,
you betcha.
Yeah, I'm glad. I agree with you for sure.
Darren Criss, when you perform at the Muni, I will be there front row, tomping my feet and having a good time. Otherwise, we'll check out Ticketmaster.com for your 16-city music tour. Best of luck along the way.
Thank you so much, man.
And keep bringing it, and we'll talk to you down the road. Thanks, Darren Criss.
All right, take care.
You got it. Darren Criss from Glee, who plays Blaine, is going to be on a 16-city tour, and starts. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Ticketmaster.com for more information.